What's up, creatives? Welcome to the Tiffy Show. Today, I'll be talking about how to beat feelings of loneliness during self-isolation. If you haven't, make sure you turn on notifications so that you know when I post a video. I like to post about travel, dating, and everything in between. So if that's your jam, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment down below and let me know how you're dealing with self-isolation where you are. And let's get to it. So a lot of Americans live alone. Because of that, a lot of people are doing self-isolation right now by themselves. And that can be really, really hard to be by yourself in your feelings, in every single thought you have. It's like when you're about to go to sleep at night and every embarrassing thing starts to go off in your head, and every mistake you made and everything that you wish you could do but you didn't do, and oh my God, that's what self-isolation has been feeling like for a lot of people, even people that aren't by themselves, people that are in relationships, people that are, with roommates. Everyone's kind of dealing with this in their own way. The only comforting thing to know is that everyone is dealing with this. But being alone, I know, is super hard during this time. So I wanted to give some tips on how to beat loneliness during your self-isolation. So let's get to it. My number one thing for you to do is, if you can, foster an animal. A lot of nonprofits right now are overloaded with animals because the shelters have shut down, which is really, really sad. So they've taken on more animals than they usually do. And in that case, they need fosters. And I'm talking about kittens to puppies. And if you have it in your heart and you're not allergic and you know that this is something you could do, I highly suggest that you foster a dog or a cat during this time. It'll kind of test the waters to see if you'd like to adopt an animal in the future. Animals can give such comfort during these times. They really do make you feel like you're not alone. And also having that responsibility of taking care of something and keeping it happy and entertained and having a good time with it. Plus, there's no pressure. You're fostering an animal, so that means that you are basically taking care of an animal, and they usually give you all the things that you need to take care of the animal until that animal finds a home. So there's no pressure. It's not like you're taking on the responsibility of having a pet. You're doing a good thing for this animal, and you're doing a good thing for your mental health as well. Reach out to friends. This is not a time to feel like you're bothering anyone by telling them how you're feeling during this time, because believe me, everyone is in the same boat. We are all in our feelings right now. We don't know what's going on. And so sometimes saying hello to that person will make their day more than you even know. So make it a point to actually reach out to all your friends and just be like, hey, what's up? How are you today? This is how I'm feeling today. And just get those conversations going, because it will be nice to feel like you're not alone in your own thoughts, in your own space. And it feels very connected to know that people are dealing with the same thing as you. On that note, my next tip is talk on the phone. We're taking it old school, okay? You need to pick up the phone and be like, hey, how you doing? Because hearing someone's voice will make you feel 10 times better, because we all know that text messaging can get a little old sometimes in terms of reading someone's tone, reading their jokes, seeing how they're actually feeling. It just is a nice warmth to actually talk to someone on the phone and be like, hey, what's up? The cool thing that I've noticed about self-isolation during this time and doing this is that it has brought back those old vibes of talking on the phone with your friends about nothing and not having this like, oh, I gotta go work, or I'm busy. It's like, no, you ain't. You ain't busy. I ain't busy. We at home. So let's talk and walk on furniture and talk about what's on Netflix and what did you see and what did I see. And it's just like really fun and kind of nostalgic to go back to that old school way of communicating. Do a video or virtual party with your friends. This is like become a trend right now, and I think it's dope. I think we need to keep the habit going. Start a happy hour with your friends every Friday through virtual means like FaceTime or Zoom, and just make it a habit, because I don't know how long this self-isolation is gonna last. And the sooner you make something a habit in terms of every Friday I have a dance party with my friends through virtual like Zoom, every Friday, we have happy hour or wine tasting or whatever you wanna do. Through these parties and virtual hangouts, you can watch movies together, you can play games, you can do a lot of creative things, so don't feel like you're disconnected when there's all these ways to connect now. Self-care, self-care, self-care. This is the time to take care of yourself. And I am not going to be one of those people that's like, hey, now is the time you could write that book, you could write that screenplay, you could, create a pottery class. Like, I'm not gonna tell you to do all these extreme things when I can hardly make a YouTube video. So I'm just gonna say, break it down to things that make you happy. You can find a few new hobbies if you want, read a book, but do things that you enjoy that are self-care for you. And that looks different for everyone. But I do suggest, adding time to breathe, meditation if you want, yoga, working out, moving around, things like that, because it will make you feel more productive and feel better. Don't feel bad because it's not go, go, go and you don't have a long list of all these things that you want to accomplish in this time. Use this time to self-reflect and find things that make you happy. Take a bath, listen to dope music, light a candle, whatever you need to do while you can. Take a walk or open a window, look outside, be one with nature, have a good time, whatever. That's all I have to say. Those are my tips for dealing with loneliness during self-isolation. Hang in there. It's a tough time for everyone, but I especially know it can be tough when you're by yourself. But I think that if you apply what I mentioned above, and again, if you can't foster an animal, maybe you can offer to babysit an animal or take care of someone's pet for a while they're, unable to. You never know. Reach out to your friends and see if there's any ideas that they have, and just make sure that you keep communication open with everyone that cares about you, so that they know where you stand and they know that they can check on you too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you share it, like, subscribe, and comment below, and let me know what fun things you're doing during the self-isolation to keep you busy. And I will see you next time. Stay creative.